What is up, you guys? Sorry for like the land work thing in the background. Y'all know for whatever reason, every time I go live, they gotta do all that right in front of my window. But how are you guys doing? I hope you're having an awesome Wednesday. I hope you're having an awesome spooky season so far. I see you guys funneling in the chat. For those of you guys who have never seen me before, hi, my name is Nadja, aka The VoodooChild, and this is the Tribe Tea segment where you guys send in your stories, or if you need advice or anything like that, you send it in here and we do this live. So yeah, anything could happen. Shout out to all of you guys in the chat. I see you. What is up? What is up? Shout out to all the mods. What's up, Nyala? How are you doing, sis? Today we have 6 spooky Halloween-y stories. I got a lot today. So I'm ready to get into it. I'm going to let some of y'all, more of you guys funnel in. If anybody in future tense would like to put a timestamp for when I do get to the stories, for anybody that doesn't want to hear me ramble, child. Thank you guys so much for the compliments on the makeup. I just tried it today and it actually worked out. Usually doesn't work out. So thank you guys so much for the compliments. Thank you so much. Oh, before I get started, I did want to talk about my little boxes. You know, I am my own sponsor today. So I do have gift boxes on my website, and right now I have Halloween boxes. So here, I'm going to show you like what's on the inside. There it is. So I have different little boxes, and they all come with like this little spooky spider web stuff, and it has like home decor, candy, artwork, jewelry, t-shirts, like all types of stuff. Different boxes obviously come in different sizes, different prices and stuff like that. But yeah, go and get you a little box. If you have somebody that is into like the whole spooky season thing, and maybe they have everything Tim Burton under the damn sun and they're tired of being basic and they want some original spooky artwork, get them a little spooky box. I have boxes as low as $25, and every single box is free shipping, okay? So every single box ships to you for free, all right? So if you guys know any spooky person, I think this box has something in it. It's kind of heavy. Pretty sure it has something. Yeah, there is stuff in it. Bet. So it does come with like little tool and stuff. You can get like stash jars. I haven't even put these on the website yet, but you could get like stash jars, jewelry, free jewelry bags, cute little framed photos and stuff. I haven't put anything in this yet. Obviously, this is just for demonstration purposes, but oh yeah, and every order of mine gets free candy. So come and indulge, bitch. Come and indulge. Shop VoodooChild is the sponsor for today. And thank you guys so much that have already bought some boxes. I know I haven't really been promoting them that much, but thank you guys, of those of you that have bought them. I make them all handmade, so thank you so much for the support. Thanks to everybody that just bought like a damn nose ring or something. Like, anything helps, and I really do appreciate it so much. Like, so much, because I really just didn't think anybody would be interested in what I had to give, but apparently they do, and it's just been awesome. So thank you guys so much. Or yeah, who said that in the chat? Keisha said, I'm about to just get the box for myself. You could do that too. It is what it is, you know. Hey, so I'm just gonna get into the first story today, because as y'all saw by the thumbnail with the Ouija board and the scratches and stuff, look, where do I even got music playing? No, I don't. Maybe I should start the music so it could be a little bit more dramatic when I cut it. I'm all into freedom of spiritual expression and stuff like that, but I just have always felt like a Ouija board is just always a bad idea every time. Every time. Like, every time. It's such an easy way to get manipulated. It's such an easy way to get things attached to you. It's such an easy way to bring turmoil to your home and get stuff stuck in your house. Like, I just never saw the appeal of it. Like, it's so obvious what's gonna happen when you play with it, right? And notice I said play with it. If y'all look at the thumbnail, people are actually like selling Ouija boards as toys, like as children's toys. For £1, if y'all go look at the thumbnail, for £1, you can get a girly spirit board. This is not a game, okay? This is not a game. Like, no ma'am, no sir. Shout out to OTW. How are you doing? Thanks for joining us. It's always a pleasure when you slide through. But yeah, let's get into it. I want to get into this first little Ouija board story. It's just called Ouija Board Tings. Okay. This is a mess, y'all. I'm nervous. Shout out to Cat Valley. Thank you so much for the donation, sis. They said, I'm always watching the lives, but I could finally start sending donations. Well, thank you. My birthday's tomorrow, so let's go Libra. Shout out to you. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday. And shout out to all the Libras also. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Cat. Thank you. Thank you, girl. Remember, y'all don't have to donate, but I do appreciate it a lot. If you guys are a Libra, drop your zodiac sign in the chat. All the Libras, drop y'all sign in the chat. So let's get into this first story. Hey Nadja and hey tribe. I've sent in 2 tribe teas in the past, so I know you're tired of hearing my ass, but I love telling my business, so I'm back again with a spooky tribe tea. Please don't mind the typos. I'm typing this on my lunch break. No worries. Because I saw you even sent me another email. You're like, girl, please don't be mad. Like, I had typos. It is okay. You are fine. Like, so back in 2017, when I was 18, me and my 2 best friends met up to use a Ouija board. Why? What was the reason? Like, one of my friends wanted to try to contact her boyfriend who had passed away a year prior in a car accident. So she purchased the board and invited us over. Now, look, y'all. I get it. People grieve and they feel like they haven't said their last goodbyes. You know, trust me, I get it. But this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. You could pray to them. You could see other things that happen. We talked about this last week where, like, other things will happen in your day-to-day life. You know, they're trying to make contact with you. Like, salvage those moments. Don't go seeking for shit because you're going to find shit. Like, look, already, anxiety. So, sis that wrote in the story said, I brought some holy water with me because I was not trying to get two-pieced by a demon. So, here was our mistake. Before we started, we decided to smoke. Now, why the hell would you do something like that? And you do realize in like a lot of religion, and I'm pretty sure you do, because I see, I didn't read ahead, but you know how sometimes words be popping out. I see that you're familiar with voodoo and stuff like that. So because of your family members. Girl, you know there are deities that get offered like tobacco and liquor and stuff like that. Like, why would you're not, all I'm about to say is you're not conjuring the boyfriend. That's all I'm saying. You're not conjuring him. That's all I'm saying. Like, this is getting crazy. Okay, so now we're sitting here, 3 high girls trying to contact a spirit near a dim candlelight. We did, allegedly, make contact with her boyfriend, right? Because you can't be sure who the hell he was talking to. But I don't want to share those details since they were very personal to her. But what I didn't expect is that we would accidentally make contact with my great grandma. Yes, she was probably telling your ass to stop. She was probably like, look, stop, close the portal, go home. Here was our mistake. Oh my God, no, we already read the mistake. So the freaking, you know, the little thing that be moving around, it started to spell out the nickname of my great grandmother that my great grandmother called my mother. So that's something that like people would not know. Like, that's weird. Really freaking weird. Shout out to Mari TV. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. They said, ain't not one purely good spirit on this earth. Whether they want to attach to you or anything else, they want your life force, not you. I do agree. Like, the reason why your friend most likely couldn't get in contact with her boyfriend is because he passed on. Like, it's a good thing when you don't hear from, you know, at least in my viewpoint, you want them to pass on and stuff, you know? And like, I just saw this TikTok of the girl talking about that lady that got married to that ghost pirate. I think I talked about that shit before. Y'all should go look it up. It's pretty crazy. She actually married a ghost in international waters. And once she married the ghost, she started having intestinal problems. Her organs were failing, like all this stuff. She like separated herself from him or stopped contacting him for like 6 weeks. Her illnesses got better. Then she goes back in a relationship with him, her stuff failing again, and she had to go and get a damn exorcism to get this man off of her. And in real, like, Lord, her stuff started acting normal again after the exorcism. Like, just because the spirit loved her, but it just needed her life force to, like, stay. Like, I don't know. This is all just spooky dookie talk, y'all. This is just spooky dookie talk, okay? Don't think I'm wacko, all right? But yeah, y'all should go look up the lady that married the ghost pirate, and in her brain, like, he looks like Johnny Depp as Pirates of the Caribbean. It's so weird. Just go look it up. But I do agree that they do need, like, we're stronger because we're alive, but yeah, it could get scary. So then the little thing spelt the name of the Voodoo Loa family my great grandma worshipped. Definitely telling your ass to leave this shit alone. My friends don't know anything about Haitian voodoo, so it couldn't have been them, and my fingers were barely touching the little triangle, so I know it wasn't me. Later on that afternoon, we went to visit the gravesite of my friend's boyfriend to leave some flowers and his favorite soda. As we walked through the cemetery, I felt this unsettling feeling in my stomach, like I was being followed or watched. Isn't that like a rule of thumb after you do the Ouija board? Again, I don't mess with that shit. But wasn't it like a rule of thumb that you do not go to the cemetery afterwards? Or is the rule of thumb, don't play the game at the cemetery? All I know is Ouija board plus cemetery is no. Ouija board plus anything is no. But let me know what y'all think in the chat or in the comments and correct me. Like, what was the little rule? Is it like, don't do it at the graveyard? Or don't go afterwards? Like, I don't know. Is it gremlin rules? I don't know. So, later on that afternoon, we went to visit the gravesite, and I felt this blah, blah, blah. I felt like I was being followed or watched. I thought I was being paranoid from the tree that we had smoked, but my friends confirmed that they felt they were being watched also. That feeling did not go away for days. Did you say, so who said that? Andrea said that in the chat. I don't think you said, did you say goodbye to the board? Like, did you close the form of communication? Because days. I finally told my mom what I did, and she specifically told me before to never play with the board. And she basically just told me, good luck, sis. That's what you get for messing with them demons, period. Because, like, what? I mean, like, what can you do? What can you do? Like, so to this day, I have not touched another Ouija board. Anything my great-grandma needs to tell me, she can say it through my ancestral altar, and that is it, period. Below, I attached a selfie of us three from that day. I'm a Taurus, and my besties are Geminis and Virgos. Well, shout out to all the Taurus, Gemini, and Virgos in the chat. Make sure you drop your sign. I'm looking at y'all. Y'all don't even look like y'all about to be up to no good. Y'all just look like you're about to go to the mall or something. Like, you don't even look like you're about to go party with some damn demons. Oh, my goodness. Let me open up the chat. What do y'all think about that? Have any of you guys ever played with a Ouija board before? I've never had any interest to do so. I've had interactions with spirits at a young age, and I've just been terrified. Like, I've always been scared. I never wanted that at all. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's what I'm saying, OTW. Like, y'all could have just put stuff on his grave and then just left. Mari says, man has spirits following him up until he got blessed, which was years after. Oh my God. That's crazy. Unrated Ebony says she had someone on the other side telling her to stop and she was still playing games. No, I really do feel like somebody from the other side in your family was trying to warn you to, like, hey, you might want to, like, chill a little bit. This isn't something you want to be playing with. We're going to protect you, but, like, no, ma'am. And I feel like that lingering feeling could have even been your people just making sure you straight. Because, again, this is just spooky dookie talk, y'all. Again, don't put me in a loony bin now, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, snap. Shout out to Larry Walker for the 50 beans donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. That is freaking crazy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Big ballin' for the Halloween holiday. No, seriously. Thank you so much, Larry. I appreciate you, bruh. I appreciate you. You talking about, damn, they're gonna Larry with a shmutty. No, but for real, who in the chat said that? They said, I'm Haitian. I know better. She Haitian too. But she had to find out. She had to find out. Had to find out. But yes, I do feel like her people was giving tons and tons and tons of hints, and she was just not taking the bait. But y'all, please do not play with stuff like that. It is dangerous. Stuff like that can mess with your health. Like, live your life. Live your life. And when people pass on, let them go. Don't hold them here. Let them go. Speaking of goodbyes and stuff like that, we have another paranormal ghost story, like with a family member. And it's called My Grandfather Came to Say Goodbye to My Sister. This is another thing. Look, this is another thing. Don't visit me, Pop. Don't visit me, Grandma. Like, I will be so scared. Like, oh my God. Like, visit me in my dreams or something. You know, like, visit me in my dreams so I know I'm dreaming and I'm not terrified. Do not manifest yourself in this physical realm, please. Like, I do not have the heart. I don't have the blood pressure. Like, let me know, am I alone in that, or would y'all just give anything in the world to see whoever your person is? Like, me, come to me in my dreams, you know, maybe leave little trinkets, like do stuff like do not physically manifest in front of me. I will cry to death. To death. Like, so, hey sis, first of all, I hope this email finds you well and you're having an amazing day. Well, I am, thank you. Your videos are always a great mood boost, so I'm excited to finally have a story to share. Please excuse any fluff or grammar mistakes. My dyslexic ass really be rambling sometimes. So my name is Sana. That's very pretty. I'm 23 years old from London, but the story I'm telling happened when I was around like 12-ish. So my parents separated when I was 6, but previous to this, me, my sister, and our parents all lived back and forth between Gambia and London. Ooh, that's very interesting. But after my parents separated, I was completely detached from my dad's side of the family, including my dad himself, #deadbeat, damn, R.I.P. Although there was never really a relationship with that side other than my paternal grandfather, who took a particular liking to my little sister. So fast forward 6 or so years, now she's 12. We are fully living in London with no contact with our paternal side. Usually my mother and I would share a room and our mom would be next door, but for some reason this day, my sister wanted to stay in my mom's bedroom. In my head, I'm thinking, great, I could stretch out. Well, according to my mom, they didn't have quite as comfortable night as I did, stretching out right in the bed by herself type thing. So apparently once her mom and my sister had gone to sleep, a few hours later, my sister woke up saying there was a man at the window. Now look here. Again, do not physically manifest yourself, because like, if I were to hear my child or my younger sibling being like, there's a man at the window, I'm thinking intruder alert, get the bat. Like, oh my God. Now, where we lived was not the best area, so a peeping Tom would not entirely be a surprise. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's immediately where my mind would have went. I wouldn't have went to no ghost. Especially she said they're on the first floor too. Oh, hell yeah, I would have been on alert. However, my mom got up, checked the windows, and saw no sign of anyone. When she asked my sister to describe the man, my sister described my paternal grandfather down to a T. Bear in mind, she hadn't seen him since she was like 2. But she saw a very tall, skinny, light-skinned man with a long white beard, white curly hair, wearing traditional clothes. And she said he looked kind. I don't care if you show up with a smile on your face. I'm scared. I am scared. Like, and then isn't it weird to y'all how like little kids could see this? Like, isn't that scary? Like, this is too much. That is too much. So my mom noted that my sister was not scared of the man. So she assumed that my sister was just having a dream. Well, girl, here is the kicker. A few days later, my mom gets a call telling her that our paternal grandfather had passed away the exact night that my sister saw him. Excuse me, ma'am. That is terrifying. That is eerie. We are Muslim, and in Islam, we believe that after a person passes away, the soul lives on, and on the 7th and 40th day will wander the earth and visit loved ones. So we will do prayers, etc., especially for that person to ease their transition. That's a really nice way of looking at things. It's really interesting to see how different religions make sense of paranormal activity and paranormal acts and stuff, and I really like this take. Y'all should look up other religions and spiritual practices, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like, it's really interesting to see, other than your own, you know, it's really interesting to see different perspectives of where we go, you know, and I really like this. Shout out to Casey. Thank you so much, Casey. They said, if you tell them not to manifest in physical form, they won't. They are there to protect you, not scare you. That period. I'm gonna just be like, look, do not come here. If you do want to come here as like a puppy, a goldfish, a kitten, a cat, a crow. I don't know. Not birds. I'm not really fond of birds, but anything but a person. So that's good to know, Casey, because, oh my Lord, no. So to this day, I believe that my grandfather came to say goodbye to my sister after so many years of not seeing her. Thank you so much for reading my story. I hope it was interesting. And here's a picture of me and my sisters. It's the one in the middle that saw him. Let me see. Oh, shout out to Beauty by Shard. Thank you so much for the donation, sis. They said, I finally made it to a live stream. Love you, girl. Absolutely loving the spooky season makeup look. Please give us a tutorial. Shoot, I'll give y'all one tomorrow. I don't mind. I have like a few eyeliner looks that are just like black eyeliner. Like, I don't even have on any eyeshadow. Like, I have like maybe like 4 or 5 of them. It won't take me long to film. I could drop one tomorrow. Fuck it. I'll drop one tomorrow. Why not? Thank you so much. Y'all are a beautiful family. You guys are a beautiful family. Skin game on lock. Like, just beautiful. For sure. But yeah, it's not uncommon for kids to see stuff like that and gravitate towards stuff like that. And it's really creepy, especially when they like remember past lives and stuff and they get the details down to the T. Like, kids are kind of freaking creepy, bro. Kids are kind of creepy. I mean, think about it. Kind of creepy. Shout out to Reaching Umami. Thank you so much for the donation. They said, hey, I feel that is so nice. My mom wants to see her brother through a medium, but I don't even know, like, if is it sketchy. I do think there are people that do have certain abilities out here because there are so many things you can't explain. But I do agree with you. Going to mediums is really sketchy because you never know. Somebody could Google you and just find out all your information, go on the local census, see if you have brothers, uncles, whatever, see who died, when they died. Like, it's so easy to look up somebody's whole life path because of the internet now. So, yeah, I don't blame you for being skeptical. But I do believe there are some real mediums and psychics out there. I do. But I do not think that they are profiting off of it. The majority of the actual ones, I don't think that they're profiting off of it in that way. Because imagine if you could see like results of football games, results of Olympic sport games, like wouldn't you go and like bet on, like, wouldn't you do other things to make money than constantly exerting your ability over, like, think about it. That's just my theory. Though. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below about like mediums and psychics and stuff like that, and like paying for that type of service. I'd be really interested to see what y'all talking about. So, yeah, that's crazy. Let me know in the comments below, what is your beliefs on where we go after this? I really like the Islam, the 7th and 40 day. I really like that. That's really like reassuring. Shout out to Tamara. Thank you so much for the donation. They said, hey Nadja, hey tribe, what story are we on? We are about to start our 3rd story, and then we have 3 more after this, so you are just in time. Like, don't worry. Shout out to Kat for the other donation. Thanks again, sis. She says, my non-blooded sister just lost both her parents. Oh my God, that's so sad. Her cousin, oh wow, her parents, her cousin, and her grandfather to COVID, and she tells me stories of her mom reaching out. That is so sad. Well, I'm glad that you're there for her, because that's a lot of loss in a short amount of time. People think that this shit is a joke. Like, it is not a joke. It is taking people out of here. So I am so sorry for her loss. And I know that's most likely a loss for you as well, even though it's your non-blood sister. Sister is sisters. You get what I'm saying? A sister is a sister. I'm glad that you're there for her. But yeah, usually how I grew up anyway is if you pass suddenly, there's usually unfinished business and people do try to make contact. Like, let me know if anybody else has heard. That was like my theory growing up of what was going on, and how I like accepted, like, okay, yeah, my grandma's probably not going to reach out to me, but she's probably at peace and like moved on, you know, where it's like I had some family members that died younger than I am right now, and I've had little contacts with them before, you know, like, you know. Thanks again, Tamara. She said you pronounced my name right. Did I say Tamara or Tamara? What did I say? Because I probably fucked it up now. Like, help. I don't remember how I said it. I think I said Tamara. I think I did. Or, girl, you might as well go ahead, take your $1.99 back. I don't even deserve it. Just take it back. Let's get into this next story. It is a little bit lengthy. I was deciding on reading this one first, but I wanted to, you know, get a little bit of stories under our belt before I got into the lengthy one. So this one is called Superstitions, okay? And there is a trigger warning for a non-fatal drug OD. You know, nobody died, but somebody did. I feel like I've read this one before. Let me know if I'm tripping. But I low-key feel like I've read this one before. Check me in the comments, because this is a story that somebody like resubmitted for spooky season. So let me know if I read this, but the title is already sounding a little familiar. But anyway. Hey girl, my name is that your real name? Yeah, it is. Do you want me to use your real name? I'm gonna just call you Belle. So, hey there, my name is Belle, and I've been a subscriber since 2018. Thank you so much for the constant support. I love your content so much, and I couldn't imagine not listening to the Tribe Teas while I am running errands, doing my makeup, working out, etc. Shout out to all my girls doing their makeup and working out and stuff right now. Shout out to all my girls that are on the clock. So this story is pretty wild, and I've been wanting to submit it for a while. So back in summer 2019, one of my best friends asked me if I wanted to work at this 3-day music festival with her. Ooh, fun. We were going to work with a parking company, and she had to work with this company before, so I thought it'd be an easy way to make $500. For context, this music festival was a hard rock music festival and a tattoo festival at the Ohio State Reformatory, aka the place where the movie Shawshank Redemption was filmed, aka one of the most haunted of the US of the prisons in the world. Like, you couldn't pay me. You couldn't pay me to go there. You couldn't pay me to go there. The place where they did Shawshank, and then it said it's one of the most haunted prisons in the world, or in the US. Because those prisons overseas are gnarly. Oh my God. I'm already nervous, girl. Hold on. I definitely have never read this before, because I would have remembered that. That's scary. So now, me being a Scorpio, I thought it was pretty cool. Shout out to all the Scorpios. Drop your sign in the chat. But when I told my superstitious mother, who is a Cancer, she did not agree. Shout out to all the Cancers, my worrisome Cancers in the chat. I mean, the worry is justified here. Like, don't get it wrong. When I be teasing y'all Cancers about being like little worry warts and shit, like, a lot of y'all concerns be justified. So please don't ever think like, you know, to stop worrying. Like, we need you. So context. My mom has had some of her dreams come to life ever since she was a child. Oh my God. I never used to believe her, and I always thought she was gassing it until this story happened. She asked why I would want to work at such a place with bad energy. And I told her a bitch needs some rent money. I was 19 at the time. She texted me for weeks following the festival, begging me not to work it because she had a bad feeling, and she even offered to pay me $300 to not go. Now that right there is all the proof that I would need to know that like this ain't it. Because I was going to say like, damn, if she didn't want you to go, why didn't she give you the money? She's trying to give you as much money as she can to keep you from going there. Like, I would have taken this so seriously, but I get it. You're 19. This is an alternative environment. You're about to have tattoos, rock bands, creepy aesthetic. Like, I get it. Like, you're going to rebel. You're going to go do it. And you are on your own, you know, duh. But I would have took that $300 and went and did something else for the two, because something ain't right. And she said when the mom gave her $300, she was like, right, but that's $200 less than what I would be making if I went. So no. Y'all, when your mom is going to this extent, listen to her. No, seriously, listen to her. Like, for real. Like, so the first day of the festival comes, and this is how it started. We got there at 9 a.m. Damn. And one of the employees, who was just a few years older than me, asked me and my friend if we wanted a bump of Coca-Cola. If y'all get the drift. A bump of Coca-Cola. In my little yachty voice, it's 9 in the morning. Fuck that, period. No, we not doing it. But I'm just saying, in my little yachty voice, it's 9 in the morning. Like, girl, I'm about to take my little necklace off. My little necklace is not trying to. No, because now my neck looks naked. I'm just so confused. Y'all are 19. Can't even drink at this establishment. And they're trying to get you to do Coca-Cola. Wow. No, ma'am. Mama was definitely right. You were not supposed to be here. So we were like, no, thank you. We get assigned to different areas of the venue to help with scanning tickets. So I'm working with this guy, and we've been doing our thing for a few hours, and he's helping one line of cars while I'm helping the other line. So basically, if y'all don't know what she's doing, you know when you go to like football games and stuff, and you have to park, and there are people who like direct you to what spot and where to go? That's basically what they're doing to like ease traffic and stuff. So he's helping one line of cars while I'm helping the other line. And then he randomly comes up to me looking frantic because we do Coca-Cola, girl. And he said, hey, can I talk to you? And I'm busting my ass trying to clear this car line out. So I'm like, in a minute. And he's persisting, but I'm like, bro, just do your freaking job. Come to find out, somebody exposed a gun to him because they didn't want to pay for a ticket. So they pulled a gun out on him. What in the hell? Honestly, though, it's like a part of me is like, you really can't even be surprised that something like that happened. Look at the environment. Oh my God, that's scary, though. But my thing is like, okay, if that's happening to you, why are you running up to me, a 19-year-old girl? What can I do? I don't have a gun. What am I going to do? He should have ran to the nearest security or something. Later on that night, the guy who offered us the bump of Coca-Cola overdosed on H in a porta potty. That is a horror story within itself. imagine going out like that, y'all. Drugs are dangerous, y'all. Please get help if you have a substance abuse problem. Because really think about that. Your parents are going to have to identify you post porta potty. Your last moments. Obviously, it's not fatal. We know he lived. But he technically was dead for a little bit. In a porta potty. Stank as hell. Just stanking. Oh my God. That's so sad, bro. That's so sad. Like, that's somebody's kid, bro. Thankfully, the guy was rushed to the hospital and survived. But I didn't find this out until the next day because they wanted to keep things on the low. Keep things, yeah, because you already got one dude getting a gun pulled out on him. You got other people overdosing. Like, you don't want to start a frenzy. Like, I get it. But I do feel that staff should know. I feel like they dropped the ball by not letting you know fully what you were dealing with. Like, that's not cool, especially because you were underage. Like, yeah, you are a legal adult, but technically by U.S. standards, you're underage. Like, why would they not take that a little bit more seriously? So this is when things get really eerie. There were these two older men who were somewhere in their 60s who worked with us and had worked and traveled with the company for years. They were free-spirited, but at the same time, edgy. Oh, okay. Help. Because I could just imagine what they look like. I've seen any of my alternative girls in the chat, you know what they most likely look like. Like, bald, beard, maybe some head tats, like, free-spirited. But I talked to one of the men, and we were talking about where we're from and what our families are from, and we somehow bonded over a span of an hour. Well, the festival was done and over with, and it was now day 4. Take down a day. I decided not to work this because I was exhausted, but my best friend wanted to make some extra money, so she stayed. One part I forgot to mention was that all of the managers would ride on ATVs so they could move around the venue. What is that? Hold on, I'm about to Google what the fuck. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm about to Google what an ATV looks like. Don't judge me. What does that look like? What does it look like? I know you fucking lying. Y'all, Google what an ATV is. That's what they were riding around on. That is dangerous. You could die on one of these. Like, you could get a DUI on this. Like, you could go up there. Why don't y'all got golf carts like normal people? Get some golf carts. Like, what the hell is going on here? This is just horrible. Y'all said it's giving Adam 22. No, that's all I'm imagining. It's like an older, like emo elder. Just like, oh yeah, he's old, but he's like edgy and free-spirited. The first thing that pops in my head, pepper gray beard, bald, head tats. Maybe some knuckle tats. Like, what? Yes, I have seen ATVs in Miami. But usually, like, when people do events like this, they keep it cute with the golf carts. So I'm shocked. I'm so shocked. Yeah, it's basically a four-wheeler, like Jay said. Yes, it's basically a four-wheeler. So we would ride ATVs so we could move around the venue quickly. Well, I guess the ATVs were a free-for-all on the last... No. Oh, my God. I guess the ATVs were a free-for-all on the last day, and two older men decided to drive it drunk. Again. Somebody can die. These things pick up speed. Another shout out to Mari. Shout out to Mari for the donation. They said, this is what they doing with the parking bread. No, seriously, like, what the hell is going on here? This is a mess. Oh my God. So the drunk people were speeding and going over hills and just being completely unsafe. They offered to drive my friend on it, but she was nervous and thankfully declined. I'm glad she declined also because she could have broke an arm, a leg. Later on that night, though, she called me on the verge of tears. Oh my God, y'all, no. She called me on the verge of tears, telling me that two men drove off of a cliff in the ATV and died. I thought you said no one died. What? Weirdest part about it is that there were no skid marks. And some people were speculating, did they do it on purpose? Like, was this like a suicide? It could have just been because they're not familiar with the area. They probably could. I don't know. This is horrible. I don't want to say that for sure out of respect for them and their families, but this is an interesting detail. The whole time I was thinking about my mom and her knowing that something bad was going to happen. Y'all. She sent me a news article like this really happened. I'm about to click on it. Wow. A 39-foot cliff. 39. There's the ATV. Oh, wow. Oh, no, that's a police ATV. Oh, my gosh. I'm reading it right now, y'all. They crashed. So they went off of a cliff and they crashed onto a highway right below. And this is in upstate New York. Any of you guys have never been to upstate New York? It's kind of similar to Cali in the sense where like you could see directly down, but everything is built a little bit more like steps and not like a rounded like hills, like how California has hills. In New York, it's kind of like they build stuff like steps, unless it's like a steep downward. You get what I'm saying? So I could see how if you fell off of the cliff and you go down, there would be a major and boom. Thank God nobody was driving on the highway because there would have been even more fatalities. That's crazy. They said that the ATV was traveling through high grass in a field. So that's why they probably couldn't see that it was ending because the grass was high. Oh my God. The front passenger was ejected. Oh my God. Damn. But yeah, the coroner said they had passed instantly. It's really sad. I do think it could have been alcohol involved, but honestly, I don't think it was like a suicide thing. I don't think that's what happened. From reading the news report and what the coroner is saying, I don't think this was like a suicide. There were two people involved, and the fact they didn't have seatbelts, I just feel like this was an intoxicated moment, in my opinion. And yeah, they said that exact field was being used for the parking. So I see how your friend was traumatized by that because she was most likely right there. They said that they ran through a fence that they had put around the parking lot. But they took the fence down on Monday, the last day, because the parking lot crew were Your friend is probably traumatized as hell, and I hope she doesn't have any guilt like that was her fault. Because at the end of the day, you guys were teenagers, you were young, and there were grown-ass men there that should have been there to help you guys handle. You had guests pulling guns on people. Like, that was not an environment for young girls or young people in general. And I feel like even if the it was a plastic fence. Even if it was there, how the hell did they get the ATV? Like, there was a management issue there. Like, so I hope your friend is okay. I was not expecting this to take this type of turn. That is crazy. But yeah, that's the news report. That's like the gist of the news report. The person that sent this in said, sorry this was long, but I just wanted to make sure you understood the full experience. By the way, the guy who flashed the gun, he was saying the N-word, and he was most definitely white. So maybe everything with him happened for a reason. LMAO, just a thought. Wait, so I'm confused. So is the guy that flashed the gun the same guy that died? Like, talking about everything happens for a reason. Like, girl, that's a lot. Like, I don't know. And then here's a picture of my friend and I during that summer. I'm on the right. Yeah, you guys are freaking babies. Like, why the hell would they have you doing this shit? I don't blame your mom for being like, girl, if y'all don't get y'all little asses from doing this, there are so many other ways you can make $500. You can keep your dignity, safety, and sanity. Oh my gosh, y'all. That was a freaking roller coaster. I'm about to put the chat on the screen. Yo, here, trigger warning, non-fatal. Oh, you should have said trigger warning, men running off a damn cliff. I was not expecting that at all. My apologies to anybody that triggered. Whoa. Whoa. Thank you, Zara. Yes, please thumbs up this video. We got, oh, damn, we got 324 of y'all. Hi, how are y'all doing? Sorry for that. Sorry. That was a lot. I was not expecting that. Oh, my God. I'm speechless, too. I don't know what to say. That's why I put y'all on the screen. I don't know what to say. I'm beyond speechless. I am beyond speechless. But yeah, they don't say nothing about their family, nothing about like anybody getting sued. Bruh, this is crazy. Talking about nobody died, right? People definitely died. Justin said, I would have took the money and not went because OMG, that cliff death really shook the fuck out of me. Like, damn, I thought it would have ended on something else. Me too. And I feel really bad for your friend because the fact that they drove off of the cliff in the parking lot, like, I already know that she is traumatized. Like, oh my God. And the fact that they probably told her little ass to go and take the orange fence down, like, yeah, it's so bad. Sydney says it's crazy that her mom really knew. She is blessed to have left that unscathed. No, definitely. She really was. She was blessed to not be there because... Shelly says, so the gun guy was on the cart. I have no clue. That's what I would like to know. For the person that wrote in the story, if you would clarify, is the guy that flashed the gun and was he one of the people that passed? Because they said there was 2 people that was in the ATV. Damn. It's so messed up. Damn. That's what I'm saying, Tora. Tora said, I would have went home as soon as they offered the booger sugar. And that is the tea. That'll show you exactly what type of job you about to come into right at the beginning. When you got coworkers offering you hard drugs like that and you're in an alternative environment, you like, we gotta go. We gotta go. Shout out to K-Step Baller for the donation. Thank you so much. I always appreciate it. They said like the video for spooky season. Yes, dropping them little spooky emojis, y'all. It's about to be Halloween soon. Damn, that was crazy. Let me know if anything similar to you guys has ever happened when you were younger, if you took on a job and it ended up being really scary. Like, let me know in the comments below. I'm so sorry about your friend. Like, that must be so traumatizing. And even though those 2 guys were being jackasses, like, nobody deserves to die. Like, damn. So respects to, like you said, respects to their families and stuff. But yeah, that is scary. That is definitely a horror story. Right. Y'all talking about, I thought Warped Tour was bad. Like, Jesus. So let's get on to this next story. Ooh, she is so pretty. She sent in a picture of herself first. She's so pretty. Yes, Blue. Yes, so pretty. Oh, and she has a picture of her little family. So cute. Okay. So this one is just called Spooky Season. All right. It's just called Spooky Season. So, hey Nadja, you can call me Lilo. I am 25 and I live in Virginia and I have been in the tribe for a hot minute. I am usually in the live chat. So if you are in here, what is up? Hi. I freaking adore you and I'm so proud of your growth. You are literally my best bitch in my head. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. So I had just gotten the usual tribe member ramble out the way. So once you said to send in your Halloweeny stories, I just had to make time to send you this embarrassing. Oh God. Okay. So this is one of my paranormal stories. It shouldn't be too long. The situation is funny now, but in the moment, I literally almost shit my panties, okay? Child, it was low-key traumatizing. So, This situation happened when I was still living in my hometown in Hawaii. Ooh, yeah, you do look Hawaiian. You look Hawaiian. You are so pretty, by the way. I was staying by myself in a little apartment, and at the time I was like 19 or 20, and I was also in a long distance relationship. That detail will make sense in a second. So at this time, I've already seen some things, heard some things, like paranormal stuff around the house, right? I've dealt with some things, you know, some sleep paralysis, which is depressing, honestly. But by this point, I was in a different location and pretty much feeling better mentally. So I haven't dealt with anything paranormal in a little while. No, girl, I haven't either. Like, I remember the last time I had sleep paralysis, I was probably around, like 20 or 21, maybe. It's been a long time for me, too. And I got anxiety now. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why, but sometimes that shit just creeps on you and then it goes away. So I definitely relate. I don't know what happened to mine either. Okay, so what happened was one night I just woke up because I had to go pee or whatever, and then I remember not instantly going back to sleep. I just started scrolling or something for a bit. Then I was about to try to go back to sleep, but I had a little biscuit wedgie or something. So, of course, you know, you got to fix the biscuit wedgie, you know, fix myself. And in the same second as I was fixing myself, y'all, I'm about to scream. I cannot deal with y'all asses. And I know she in the chat. I can't stand your ass. She's talking about as I'm fixing my biscuit wedgie, in the same second, I heard a female voice right next to me say a word as clear as day. It sounded like tickle, but it wasn't. Girl, my whole body turned to ice. It sounded creepy as fuck, like a loud, raspy whisper right next to me. I'm just imagining like a freaking deep voice woman. Just, oh my God, help. Y'all said it's Tiffany from Chucky, help. Mind you, the walls in these apartments are brick, and I sleep with my window closed, so I couldn't hear the crackheads running around outside. Yeah, y'all know Hawaii. Y'all be wilding out there. So I knew it wouldn't be coming from another apartment or outside or anything, and my ass was very much awake. Right, you said you were scrolling. You said you were scrolling on the damn phone. I'm about to scream. I couldn't have rationalized it if I wanted to be honest. So after I heard it, I was unnerved, of course, very much freaked out, but I just ended up turning my lamp on and sleeping with the cover over my head. And I kept it pushing since it wasn't my first rodeo, like dealing with, you know, spirits and stuff. So I was like, all right, creepy, but I'm about to take myself to bed. I am the same way. I will turn the light on, turn the hallway light on, keep my bathroom light on, and that's just how I'm sleeping. I'll pay the bill later, paying for my peace of mind. I do not care. Like, no, ma'am. I remember the last time I had sleep paralysis, I saw like this big demon spider looking like that thing off of Billy and Mandy had ass. Like, and yeah, bruh, it sucks. It sucks. I don't care. I saw it in that corner and I was like, you know what? That corner is going to stay lit. You got me messed up, but I don't even live there anymore. But yeah, definitely can relate. So it ain't over yet though. The next day is when that little moment became unsettling. So I remember not being able to stop thinking about it, which was unusual. Usually I would just be able to get over it, especially when it wasn't like no super menacing stuff. I've been through way worse, so I was like, why am I still thinking about this? So boom, the word I heard, something told me to Google it. It was nighttime by now. So I looked the word up, which was tickle or teckle. I remember spelling it one way and nothing came up. So I spelled it the other way, and bitch, why did it come up as the Filipino word for a woman masturbating? So you think you got a horny Filipino spirit in your Hawaiian home. This is too much. This is too much. So you mean, did she want to possess you so that she could do it to herself? Or did she just want to see you do it? Like, what? 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 Oh my God. Oh my God. Sis, I am laughing right now, but do you know how pale I was in the moment? Like, girl, I was frozen in fear. It felt like a scary movie when you find out something out or hear something and the director does that zoom in effect. And you're just there looking dumb and silently horrified, all close up and shit. When I tell you, I grabbed my BMO Adventure Time backpack, packed it fast as hell, and ran out of there fast. Oh my God. I ran 10 minutes to my mom's house. I wanted to throw up. I was so terrified. Like I said earlier, your girl was in a long distance relationship, so I was... She said a biscuit beater. She said I was in an LDR, so I was a chronic biscuit beater in my Doja Cat cyber sex teens. So yeah, this ghost was definitely just watching you do stuff, I guess. That is so invasive. She said it's funny to think about now, but I was ready to move because a dead Filipino lady was really in my room watching me get FaceTime pounded. I got over it though. Just lived my life. It was what it was. Can't let the other side get to you too much. You know, you really can't. You gotta live your life. Well, that's it for this story. I hope you and the tribe got a good laugh. Love you, sis. Sending you, Daniel and Spody, all the good energy. And you sent me the pictures. Yes, your fam is so freaking adorable. That was funny. I was not expecting that at all. Like, any of my Filipino people in the chat can attest to this because I have never heard of that. That is so crazy. You talk about you a habitual biscuit beater. That's that hurt. Right, Jay. That the ghost was like, move over. I'm trying to see something. I want to see something. Let me just possess you for a little bit because I'm just trying to get some earthly pleasures real quick. That is crazy. I have heard of a lot of stories of people. I think, who was that? Was that Pam Anderson or Anna Nicole Smith? I really want to say it was Pam. Or check me in the chat. All my 2000s tabloid girlies. Check me in the chat. Was it Pam Anderson or was it Anna Nicole Smith that had sex with ghosts? And they said they would routinely have sex with ghosts. Like, people do have relations with stuff, so it doesn't surprise me. I've even seen things about a malevolent male spirit that was a rapist in real life, and when he passed over, he would still like violently touch on people that lived in that building. Like, it's happened too. Like, you could also get assaulted, and it sucks because, like, who are you gonna tell? Who's gonna believe you? Like, who is gonna believe you? Tiffany talking about I couldn't get no FaceTime and I would feel being watched all the time. I feel like I'm being watched all the time. Oh, y'all said it was Anna Nicole Smith. Okay, yes. I knew it was one of the blondes. It was one of the blonde bombshells that said that they were intimate with spirits. Like, and I could see it because the same way how, like, when you go to sleep and you have a dream and you're intimate, you could feel it. So, like, why wouldn't you be able to, like... Look, I'm not playing with no ghosts. Yeah, no ghosts. I'm good on that. No, ma'am. No, sir. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have ever had like a sexual encounter with a ghost, or if a ghost ever tried you. I did not blame you for running to your mom's house. I would have too. Like, that is so crazy. And like, ew. Because, like, even in English, I mean, tickle means, you know, child, time to call the pastor. Oh, my goodness. Let's get into this next story. We got 2 more stories today. So let's get into this next one. And when did I get a super chat? I don't even remember that happening. Hold on. Did I miss something? Is it gonna... Oh, there it is. Shout out to Casey. Sorry about that. That was a little slow. It lagged. Casey says, Anna like that girl on Scary Movie getting it on the ceiling. Yes! Y'all remember that scene in Scary Movie when she was smashing the ghost? Yup. That's who they got that from. Anna Nicole said she was smashing ghosts, girl. So let's get into this next story. It's just called Downtown Halloween Horror Story. Damn, that was a tongue twister. Downtown Halloween Horror Story. Period. Okay. Hey, Nadja. I just want to say real quick that I love your videos so much, and I've been watching you since 2017. Damn, you've been here for a minute. Thank you. I started watching you when an old friend of mine showed me your channel, and I have loved you since. Well, shout out to your friend for putting you on to a real one. You could use my real name. My name is Chloe. I am 18 years old, and I am a Leo. Shout out to all the Leos in the chat. They said, I'm sometimes in the chat under Trip 2003 AJ, and I've seen you before. Definitely have seen you before. But I mostly catch you after the live. This is going to be my first time writing you in. Well, hi. Thanks for writing in. I have always wanted to submit a story, but I didn't know what to tell you until you announced that you would be reading Halloween stories, and I knew I had to write something in. I have a bunch of creepy and scary things that have happened to me, like the time my ex and I saw a shadow figure, or the time my locked door handle shook and I heard loud whispers. And no one was there, but those don't compare to the story I'm about to tell you. Oh, wow, okay. I'm not sure if this story is going to trigger anyone, but I'm going to put a trigger warning anyways. Y'all, trigger warning, okay? If you a snowflake, I don't even know how you got this far. We got two men that just drove off a cliff in an ATV. Like, it don't get no real to that. So, trigger warning, though, because those are important. This story took place last year in 2020. It was October, and the downtowns were opening up their haunted houses for the season. They really shouldn't have been with their crazy asses. They should have kept that shit the fuck closed. But anyway, I had never gone to a haunted house, so I talked my boyfriend into going opening night. It was extremely busy. The lines were outrageous, but we did not drive all the way down there just to turn around. Once we parked and got out, we picked out the two haunted houses to go to, and it happened to be the longest one. It sucked, but we were too excited to not sit through the line. So the line wasn't too bad when it came to moving, but we still waited at least an hour and a half or two. I don't know about y'all, but we're about to hop in the SUV and go ride around the rich people neighborhoods and look at some lights. I'm not about to wait in no damn line for 2 hours unless I'm at Universal Studios at the haunted house. Like, damn. Am I being dramaed out? Would y'all be sitting there waiting for a haunted house that is not, like, notable? Like, you don't know if it's even going to be a banger. We're out here waiting for 2 hours? Nah, I'm good. I am Gucci on that. Now, since we were downtown, people like to go there to show off. There were lots of nice cars bumping their music and people walking around thinking that they cool. Yeah, that's how downtown Jacksonville is too. Me and my boyfriend didn't pay enough attention though. He had brought his little pen, so we would hit that and just chill and talk. At one point, my boyfriend had seen something odd in someone's car, but he didn't want to scare me, so he didn't say anything about it. Once we were at the corner of the street line, it wasn't going to be much longer now before we were able to go into the haunted house finally. My boyfriend and I were just talking, trying not to say something to the people behind us because I guess they don't know personal space right in 2020. But all of a sudden, people from the haunted house started to run away. Like, people that work there. We were confused. But all of our questions were shortly answered when we heard loud gunshots. Like they were right next to us. My boyfriend immediately grabbed my hand and started running towards the car, which was close, thank God. I was so scared while running because all I kept thinking was that I don't want to get shot and I don't want to die. It was absolutely terrifying. Oh my God. And y'all were at the front of the line. My assumption, I don't know yet, we're about to find out what happened, My assumption is that people get scared in haunted houses and stuff, but you know how some people be like OD as hell when they go to haunted houses? You gotta fucking punch people that work there and shit. I'm getting the vibe that maybe a patron of the haunted house up the fire on somebody. Does not make it right. Very immature, very stupid, very dumb. But the fact that the workers were running out, that's why I'm like, what the hell is going on? Whew. As soon as we got in the car, we quickly drove off and I just broke down. I had been close to death a few times, but every time things like this has happened, the experience just gets worse and worse. I called my mom and cried. Oh man. And we ended up going back to my place to calm down and collect what had just happened. My boyfriend told me when we got back to my place that the odd thing is he saw in the car was a gun. But since the car was driving, he wasn't sure if what he saw was what he thought. But it ended up being a gun. So basically, he just saw somebody with a gun while he was standing in line. But my thing is, this is America, bro. Everybody got guns. You don't know if he was the one who did it or if they were you just don't know. Like, that's just not trying to make anybody more paranoid, because I see you say you have PTSD. I do too. So take this with a grain of salt what I'm about to say. It's the risk you take when you go outside, bro, in America is, unfortunately, you could be a victim of gun violence that you have nothing to do with, you know? I'm not trying to normalize it, but yeah. That's what happens when you go outside. Just saying, damn. But I don't blame you for saying you're traumatized by this. I would be traumatized too. Because, yeah, I've been in areas where, you know, gunfire has gone out and stuff like that. But, like, you were at the front of the line. Like, that's scary. That's so scary. Ever since that happened, I have been scared to be outside at night. I'm scared of big crowds now. And the people who shot off the gun didn't even care about how the people would feel afterwards. I think they just shot it off to show off. I think so too, because nobody got hurt. It's not on the news. Like, stupid. The state I live in has high crime rate, but since we're in a big public area, I didn't think anything from it. We haven't even been back since. We don't plan on trying to go back this year, and we honestly don't really go downtown anymore in general, just because people have gotten more dangerous. I really just wanted to share that experience. Sorry if it was a bit long, but it was the longest story I could think that would be good to write in. I hope everyone listening has a good and safe Halloween this year. No, seriously. Stay strapped, because even the dumbest of people can be dangerous. I love America because, like, we could go through a traumatic ass experience with gun violence and our solution will be stay strapped. Like, dead ass. Like, here's a picture of me and my boyfriend. You are so cute. You are so cute. Oh my God. Your boyfriend looks like somebody from Disney Channel. I just can't. No, your boyfriend looks like Nat Wolff from the Naked Brothers band. Like, but like young Nat Wolff, not like hereditary Nat Wolff. Young Nat Wolff. Yes. Whew, that is so American, right? Damn, that is crazy. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Having PTSD from gun violence is unfortunately really common here. That is scary. That is on some Jordan Peele scary shit, where it's like, you never know. That's like some Jordan Peele Twilight Zone, CBS era Twilight Zone, where it's like you put actual things that happen to a lot of Americans, and it's a horror story. It's real life that could happen to you. It could happen to you. You never know. And then we go into a haunted house. It's not like you go into the club, you go into a drug deal. Like, you're going to a family-friendly event, and that happens. These kids go to school, and that happens. These people go to church, and that happens. Like, not trying to add more onto your PTSD, girl. I got PTSD too, so I can't help it. I do have these thoughts sometimes. I do have to ground myself and remind myself, like, girl, you can go to the grocery store. You're fine. Like, my anxiety and shit's not that bad, but I can empathize for you. Like, I get why you don't want to go to crowds, why you don't play with downtown. Like, you almost got shot. That's crazy. Like, what the fuck? Y'all talking about me and Nat Wolff are such... Y'all forgot about the Naked Brothers band? I didn't. Y'all should go look up what Rosalina looks like now. She's gorgeous. Y'all should. But Yeah, that was crazy. That was freaking crazy. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever been in a situation like that where you were that close to where you had a quote unquote American Horror Story, gun violence. Let me know in the comments below. My city actually demolished the downtown entertainment center. We now just have a really big field because too many people kept getting shot at our downtown art walk. That's like how you describe how people in your town like to go there to be cool. That was our little thing where people went to be cool. The little Who I Smoke rappers, they did a lot of murders down, like it's all connected. So that happened in my city too. They demolished the whole downtown area because people don't know how to act, girl. So I get it. Trust me, I get it. That's just scary. Let me know if any of y'all have a similar situation or heard of something similar. That is definitely an American Horror Story. No pun intended. So I'm going to get to this last story. This one's a little short. I don't know. I might read another one. We'll see. We'll see. But let's get into this one. It's just called Spooky Tea. Spooky Tea. So, hey girl, I love your channel and I've been watching for a few years. I just wanted to send in this spooky experience that actually happened to me. I still don't know whether it's paranormal or if I'm just crazy, but I'm leaning more towards it being real, but that I just can't explain it. And honestly, that's the beauty of life. Like, not everything can be explained, and that's the beauty of it. Like, things happen. So when I was around the age of 18 or 19, I was living at my mom's house with my brothers and my at the time boyfriend. Pause. We had a few friends staying the night, and when we pause, damn, your mom is nice. Damn. The boyfriend lived there and you could still get company too? Damn. My mom would have been like, there ain't enough groceries for all of y'all. Let me stop projecting my shit on you, girl. Damn. So, we had a few friends staying over that night. And when we went to bed, I started to hear this really weird noise outside of my window. It sounded like some type of engine. And the only way that I could describe it is like a low frequency lawnmower with a high frequency at the same time. Like, at this point, I couldn't really hear other sounds outside but the weird engine noise. She says kind of like binaural beats. What is that? I'm about to look it up. What is that? Binaural beats. Musical artists. They said it sound like this. I hope I don't get copyright if I play this. Do y'all know what they're talking about? Have y'all ever listened to this? They said this thing is good for anxiety. Maybe I need to be... What does it sound like? Wait, let me turn the music on. Hold on. No, ma'am. I'm going back to bed. I'm about to force myself to go back to sleep. I don't care. I already know there's a monster outside. That ain't even no ghost, girl. This is something otherworldly. This isn't... No, ma'am. What is that? That's either Heaven's Gates or... Like, we're not playing. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So I can't hear anything else other than that sound I just played for you. Like that type of sound. I started to feel this immense fear wash over me. And I was trying to shake my boyfriend awake, but his body was so stiff and heavy, I couldn't wake him up from shaking him. I kept asking him to close the window because I'm scared. Then I started to hear what sounded like footsteps in my room. Girl, they coming to get you, girl. They coming to get you. This ain't even no ghost. They coming to abduct you. Oh my God. Like, it's giving Erykah Badu, I want to be abducted. Oh no. I opened my eyes and I looked at my door to see if maybe my cat had come in the room, but there was no one in the room besides my partner and I. I started to pray, but nothing stopped. I kept hearing the footsteps around my room. I just closed my eyes again and pulled the blanket over me. After a few minutes, I heard what sounded like 3 engines starting up. And then it moved. The weird thing about it leaving was that it did not sound how like a plane sounds. You know, it gets closer to you and then above you and then flies away. Like, you know how it goes like that, like that. She said it gets above you and flies away from you and the sound moves up. As the whatever was gone, I shook my boyfriend and he just immediately woke up. And I kept asking him why he was not waking up when I was shaking him. And he said that I was not shaking him. He closed the window and I explained what I heard and he just brushed it off. I was terrified and could barely sleep at night. Girl. What in the alien abduction? But they didn't take you. What if they took your boyfriend? What if they took him? What if they took him? And that's why he's so nonchalant. Like, oh, well, I don't know. I'm scared. In the morning, I asked my friends if they heard anything strange that night. And only one friend who was upstairs said that she heard some weird noises. I forgot, you're having a sleepover. So there's hella people here. How is there no witnesses? So one person did hear the weird noise, but wasn't sure what it was. Everyone else did not hear anything. I don't know if I would call this paranormal because I can't explain it, or if it was aliens. Part of me wants to tell myself maybe it was just a randomized government experiment. But I feel like that sounds even crazier than thinking it was aliens, because why am I that important to the government? Bitch, who am I? Right, like, it is weird. However, I used to have weird nightmares about this inhuman hand coming into my window at night. When I look down at my body, y'all, girl, you've been abducted, girl. Y'all, you was abducted. You were abducted. You was abducted, girl. They said, I used to have weird nightmares about an inhuman hand coming into my window at night. And then when I look down at my body, I'm cut open in half and there's blood everywhere. So part of me is like, this could have been something else. Sorry this is so long, but I feel like no one believes me when I tell this. I just want to know what you guys think to get some peace of mind, because this still haunts me till this day. I believe you. Period. I believe you. What's up with the chat? I believe you. The fact that you even are having dreams of being dissected and all that, and like, I believe you. I believe you. I believe people when they say they've been abducted, because it makes no sense. A lot of the shit don't be making no sense. And I get what you're saying about the government thing, because that shit don't be making no sense either. It does sound like the fourth kind or something, minus the owls. But like you said, it's like the same way how you justify, like, what does the government want with me? What do aliens want with us? Like, what do they want with us? I've even seen a theory that aliens are just time-traveling humans from, like, Egypt or some shit. Like, there's all types of little alien conspiracies. But this is scary. Like, I believe you. If anybody doesn't believe you, I believe you. I believe you. And I agree. It does not sound like paranormal, like ghosts. It does sound, especially because you're having dreams of that. And the fact that somebody else heard it. And then, not to freak you out anymore, but there is like this documentation. It's old. It's like from the 70s. I don't know. I don't want to get too crazy. But they did find ship before, and it makes the same, and the guy that saw it is describing the same thing you did with the loud engine noise. It was in like an old newspaper, so the pictures are really crap. They actually found footprints. They even found like residue from the ship itself, like, because the dude said he saw it, but of course nobody, you know, but you should look it up. You should look it up. You should look it up, because he explained the same thing with that engine rumbling thing. But yeah, that's also another one of those things you have to be careful with, like the medium thing I was telling you about. There's a lot of people that swear that they could get in contact with this and that. Your best bet with any type of abduction thing is like meeting like-minded people, getting into groups and talking to other people about their experiences, or just forgetting it ever happened and moving on with your life, because you will go into a conspiracy hole and drive yourself crazy. Like you will. Shout out to Mari. Thanks again for the donation. They said, watching Surviving Death on Netflix, a lady can recount being abducted during the UFO scares back then. That junk scares me. Yeah, those stories scare me too. There's a lot of UFO stuff on Netflix right now. Also on Amazon Prime, they have a lot of movies, documentaries of people who have been abducted. I want to say the instance that I'm talking about where the guy saw the ship and everything, and how all that stuff, and he actually that's what it was. He worked at Area 51 and he like saw this stuff. I want to say it's on Amazon Prime. But yes, okay, Music Lover knows what I'm talking about. They said the ship was a type of unknown metal. Yes, that is the same one I'm talking about. They actually have a piece. They do not know what the hell that thing is made out of. Like, things have been here for a long time. And then if you really think about how big our universe is and how many galaxies and everything, like, it's kind of hard to believe that we're just like the only things out here, you know. But it is interesting to think about, like, what the hell do they want from us? What do they want from us, right? Like, it's interesting. But at the same time, what would human beings do if we would be taking them and dissecting them too? So it's like T. Kay said, you need text notifications. Sign up for my website. I send everybody mobile notifications on my website. Speaking of website, because that was the last story, I just want to remind you guys that I do have my little boxes, okay, with my candy and stuff. I'm finally about to eat this candy because I saw that I packed this with candy, and I'm like, girl, where's my candy? And if you guys have any allergies or anything, just put them in the little comment section. I have vegan options, veggie options, all types of stuff. I got stuff for everybody. So yeah, please go and check out my website. I also have jewelry, clothing, all that jazz. Ships out every Monday. What else? Oh yeah, if you guys want your story read on my channel, all you have to do is email me at tribeT@shopvoodoochild.com. This is for the Tribe T segment. This is not to hit me up about private matters. If you want to hit me up privately, DM me on Instagram. If you really want to get my attention fast, sign up for my website at shopvoodoochild.com, become a member, and hit me up in the chat on the app if you download the Wix app. But yeah, if you want shirts here, this is it. tribeT@shopvoodoochild.com. Get your story put in here. Again, it does not have to be spooky related. We're just doing it for the holiday season. If you guys have any crazy stories that you just want to submit to, you know, teach somebody, to learn from your mistakes, or if you just need advice, we're all here for you. And what else? Oh yeah, make sure if you guys are notified if you're having notification issues. If you have to, subscribe, unsubscribe, click the all button, tap the bell, all of that jazz. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, the link, where's my little thingy? Do I have it? Do I have the little thingy? Y'all probably don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the little thingy. There it is. I have links in the description for this box, all of my boxes. So if you go to the description, there'll be a direct link there, so you don't have to like search my website. Just click on the link. They'll have all the boxes available for purchase. And also, if you guys want to send me any artwork or anything, I do have my P.O. box in the description also if you guys want to send me a letter, anything like that. Christmas is coming up soon, and I would love to do like a little Secret Santa thing, or maybe do like a little gift exchange with you guys. So yeah, I've been collecting addresses, you know, those of you guys that have sent me stuff. So just stay on the lookout for that. And I am going to be doing a giveaway of these boxes probably next week or so. And I'm going to show you guys how to enter in on the giveaway and stuff. So just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Somebody, Esteban says, would you do try masks? I do have some masks right now on Teespring, but I don't make my own masks. No, like on my website, everything is handmade. I know how to sew and make masks, but I don't make them like for purchase. I just make them for my own use. But I do have some. If you look like literally right below this video, there will be a Teespring bar, and I do have some Florida Man Friday masks, and I'll be more than happy to make you a voodoo mask, a tribe mask. So yeah, I got you. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much that joined the chat. Thank you guys so much. If this is your first time ever coming in a chat, shout out to Brittany. They said I'm watching this live from last year, and then I ended up over here. So shout out to all of you guys. Please like this video. I appreciate it so much. And thank you to everybody who submitted their story as well as donated to the stream. I appreciate it so much. And now I guess I'm coming at y'all tomorrow with an eyeliner tutorial, because I'm gonna show y'all how I did this. I'm gonna tell y'all what products I use. I know I'm not really a makeup girl, but somebody in the chat said that's what I need to do. I need to tell y'all what products I use, so I'll do that. But it's mainly gonna be focusing on like the different shapes and the different like eye looks you could do with just any black eyeliner, for real. It's gonna be good for Halloween, or if you're just an alternative goth baddie, make it an everyday look. Fuck it. But thank you guys so much. Again, thanks everybody in the chat for being so cool, being so communicative, being so engaging. I appreciate it. I love you guys, seeing you guys every week. It's the highlight of my week. Thanks Ebony. Thanks to all the mods. Y'all be doing the thing. Thanks for showing up. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.